Hi everyone, welcome to week 4 of the Ciao Knit Along. Before we get to work, I wanted to pop in and remind you that I will be on the Fiber Factor forums on Ravelry every single day of the knit along. So if you have any questions or problems or something just doesn't make any sense, or you just want to show me your bag in process, that's where you'll find me. So let's get to work and finish compartment 2. Week 3 ended with the first part of the interior pocket completed, and you've worked the 2 turning rows. For week 4, you're going to complete the interior pocket and then do the remainder of compartment 2. Okay, so the second part of the interior pocket is just the reverse of what you've done already. And this is so that when you fold the pocket up, you will have the knit side of the stockinette portions of the pockets facing you. And the final row of the pocket is done in the contrast yarn. This is so when you reach into your bag, you can easily see where the beginning of the pocket is, so it's just a little bit easier to use. So once the knitting of the pocket is completed, you're going to turn it so you're looking at the wrong side, and you're going to pick up 37 stitches along an edge, and you're going to pick them up in the final purl bump. Place a marker where the crease is, and you're going to have 20 stitches along the portion that you worked at the end of part 3, and you're going to have 17 stitches picked up along the new portion. And then you will knit till you get the marker that you've placed at the crease, and I'll show you what you do after that. Alright, so I've got 37 stitches that I picked up along the edge on the wrong side, and I have knit till I reach the 2 crease rows. I'm going to fold it so that it looks like this. Alright, so you've got the knit side of the stockinette portion facing you on both the first part of the pocket and the second part of the pocket. Alright, and then I'm going to work this somewhat like a 3-needle bind off. I'm not going to bind off. The first 17 stitches you're going to have 2 stitches to work together, one from each needle. And then there are going to be 3 stitches remaining that you just work on their own. And when you do this, it is really, really handy to have a double point that you're working them, because it can just hold your stitches for you until you're ready to work them in when you assemble the bag. Alright, and then you just do the same thing on the other side of the pocket. And I'll be back in a moment to show you what it looks like and what to do with the remainder of compartment 2. This is how the interior pocket looks once the 2 sides have been joined together. I've got a double point on each side with 20 live stitches, and what you do next is you fold the interior pocket down behind the front of compartment 2. So now this is destined to become the top of the bag. Join your yarn and work the first 20 stitches of the bag together with the 20 stitches held on the double points. You're going to work the rest of the way down the side, across the bottom, and up the first 20 stitches of the other side, and then you're going to do the same with the 20 stitches held on the other double point. The remainder of compartment 2 should be fairly familiar to you, having already made compartment 1, but let me show you a few things. First, this is a detail of how the interior pocket looks once it's been joined into the side. Now the sides are only going to be worked along 3 edges. Compartment 1 you worked along 4 edges, but in this case you're going to leave the top of the bag open. The top of the sides is going to have a garter stitch edge to keep it from rolling. They're going to be 20 rows worked because it's the deeper compartment, and again you're still going to have the purls along the corner. Do not forget the purl turning edge. I know I keep haranguing you on it, but really it's important. And the major difference in the construction of the compartment 2 versus compartment 1 is that the back is ribbed. And now what's going to happen is when the backs of the 2 compartments are put together, this is going to create that nice big pocket that is going to be used for things like your interchangeable needles. So that's where that comes from. Your last assignment for week 4 is to block compartment 2. Now I do this with 2 bath towels stuffed inside of it. And I turned it inside out so the interior pocket can dry a little more quickly. And you just pin everything down, putting a little bit of tension to even out that little pucker that we get in the center, and wait for it to dry. Next week, we do the strap.